my beautiful queens and kings. Welcome back to my channel, family. Oh God, I miss talking to all of you. I want to start off by thanking each and every one of you for all of the well wishes on the passing of my aunt. She was my mom's youngest sister. She was a twin. I lost my uncle, her twin, in '87 when at a young age. Um, that's the year I graduated high school. Day before my mom's birthday, December 17th, '87. Um, we lost him. That was, that was a lot on my family. But now her baby sister, I mean, at least she lived to 20, 25, 75. Um, but that was really sudden. She had a stroke last year. And that stroke, didn't leave her the same. That was a real uphill battle, but she had been better. She had got out the hospital, going through rehab. Not sure if she was going through enough rehab that she should have. Um, but yeah, 2 weeks ago from today, we had got a call that she had a headache, um, and she was complaining about her leg. Went in the hospital. My cousin had given doctors okay to go with this surgery because she was developing clots, and they went in, but there was bleeding that couldn't stop on her brain. And 2 days later, she had passed away. Um, yeah, it's hard to call it knowing if you made the right decision to have a surgery or not, because surgery in and of itself is tricky. And it's always a risk, and sometimes it leaves you with guilt for the decisions that you made. Um, but yeah, I told my cousin, don't beat himself up on that, because we could have lost her whether she did the surgery or not. It's hard. All I can say on this Wellness Wednesday is that we take care of ourselves, because we always don't. I found out, from a relative that she had drunk a lot of soda, just a lot of habits that could have led to this, um, could have led to the stroke last year. Who's to say? But a lot in our diets causes a lot of problems. I love my aunt to death. Going in the summers to South Carolina with my grandma and her, she was not just like a close aunt of mine. She was also like a big sister. We used to laugh, have the best times together. Um, she meant the world to me. My mom has one sister left and one brother left out of the six of them. Um, so gotta hold on, while we have them. It was great seeing my cousins and aunts and uncles that I haven't seen in years, and we just, let you just go to show we have to plan a reunion. Everyone with to plan a reunion because a lot of the older ones are gone, or getting older, and it's up to us who have a little youth left to keep the family together. And it's hard for us even saying goodbye and letting go because we don't know when we'll see each other again. But I told my cousin, who was my aunt that passed, her oldest son, he said, "What it gonna be, cats, 20 years before I see you?" I'm like, no, we can't do that. Me and my brother gonna make it our business, try to go out to Houston and see him this summer, and then plan a family reunion for next year. But it's important. Family is important. Seeing one another, um, before it's too late, before you see them this way, because that's one of the things my mom regrets, and my aunt, that they didn't see her. It had been some years. They didn't go down to see her before this happened. And if we can make the effort to go and find the time and overlook, problems or health reasons or whatever we may be facing, which is the reason why we put off things. If we don't put it off to go see, to lay our loved ones to rest, we can't make that excuse to see them before we have to do that. But definitely, we only have one life to live. Take care of ourselves. Leave the soda alone. A lot of the processed foods alone, the fast foods alone, they are killing us through our food, because we need food to survive, and they know that. And so they work hard to get us in that way. We have to value our lives if no one else does. So please, I say that message to you, to all my subscribers. I care and appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm saying that to myself because, sometimes we may run somewhere, get a little lazy, don't feel like cooking. So we're running some place and grab something to eat. But sometimes you could be in the kitchen of your enemy. And when you put your livelihood and your health in somebody else's hands to feed you, you're also asking for them to remove that life from you. So do the best we could in preparing our food, healthier food that makes us thrive, not eat out of emotional. Some of us are emotional eaters. Some of us just because it tastes good. They have I can tell from the simple foods as oatmeal. Even with some of the fast foods of today, don't taste the same, don't taste natural. Back in the 70s and 80s, when a treat of a fast food maybe was once a month, that my mother, because she cooked all the time, I can tell my memory is really good long term. Nothing tastes the same. Nothing tastes the same. And I can tell because they cheapen the quality of it to make money. And that's all in this country they care about, money over our health. Because you can go to a fast food restaurant in another country and it tastes totally different. KFC in Jamaica is nothing like here. I don't know when the last I had KFC here, but they have lines wrapped around the restaurant in Jamaica because it's good meat that they raise, good chicken, that they don't pump with anything. You go to a different country, the process is different. They don't allow certain ingredients in the foods in Europe and other countries that they allow, the chemicals that they allow here. Because a lot of countries pay for their citizens' health care, so they care about it. Here, no. So if we die, that's money for them. Pharmaceutical company, that's money, pump us up with pills. Other countries that take care of the health and welfare of their people, of course, they don't want them to get sick because it's free healthcare, free education. We're suffering a lot in America, land of milk and honey that we think is great, and it has a lot of pluses. I mean, this is where most of us have been born and raised, but it's a lot of bad living here as well. So we have to do our due diligence to keep our mind, our mental health, our spiritual health, and first and foremost, and our physical health intact so we can thrive and live as long as we can. So I didn't mean to take up too much time with that, but in light of what happened and the loss of my aunt, and just thinking on this Wellness Wednesday, I can't stress enough how much we have to really, really hold on to the life we have and take care of it. Talk to someone if you're stressing and going through mental health problems. Go find resources to take care of it, because that's one of the things that's blowing up more in this country is the demise of our mental health as well as our physical. So please, please, family, take care of yourself, okay? So to jump into these skits, wow, a lot had happened. Oh, the fight, the Holyfield fight, the Tyson fight. We had Lynette and Montana with Bethany. That was a riot. As I was going through all of this and trying to get together for my trip to South Carolina, I saw that fight along the way. I caught up on some of the stuff on the train. And it was crazy. Talks with Shayla and Amber and them bridging the gap in their relationship. And I'm gonna go over that skit with the other day. She invited Shayla over. I mean, Shayla invited Amber to a game night. I said, girl, you going a little too far. Game night, y'all getting to get y'all friendship is getting like that. Raggedy Dom and her mess with Sonny, still all of that. There was a kiss that went on between Mike and Sonny. The engagement, it was about to be off, but then got back together with Jocelyn and Rafi, and finding out that Sade lied, that whole madness. And now, Rafi trying to find out his Dominican roots. Is his dad, that he was told about really his dad. So, oh my God, so much stuff went on. Still Iman and Delicia in that whole mess, holding on. Then you starting to see more. They had the opening, reopened the restaurant, and that was funny. Some words, Coca and Angelina, I see. Oh, and Coca and I mean Angelina and Shayla, for the first time, kicked her mama out. I think in that storyline, we're starting to see where things are starting to unravel with Shayla, and that driving force, that support she had with Angelina. Angelina is starting to be really, really honest. Her in her change and trying to open up her eyes to things and evolve in her life, she is starting to see where she went wrong with Shayla. Starting to see her daughter's demise. And really feeling sad for Shayla. She's really starting to see how Shayla has put her everything into Iman instead of God, and that all of these things happening with her strengthening her friendship with Amber, coming to this crossroad with her mom, all of these things are starting to show how much of an impact this situation is going to be when it comes out with Alicia and Iman, because she really feels that Iman is not going to do anything to hurt her. He's such a good man that she would sacrifice her family for this man. So that's going to be more detrimental to her mental state and really hurt her the worst, and also Delicia with her friendship. So seeing these things go on around her, getting these clues, gonna show how big the karma is gonna hit when it does hit her. But you know what is going to have to happen, because everything that Amber has said in conversation to her, along with Angelina, is going to let her know just how much she has to lean on God and not these men. I hope not to a detriment that it destroys her too bad or does anything to really hurt and impact Kai, but it's going to be hard, and it's going to shake her absolute world, almost to the point where she may try to take someone's life or take her own. But I think that's going to be a crossroad and a catalyst of Shayla making a true turn and change in her life. Yeah, but a lot has gone on in these storylines. I see Tamara trying to get Wayne and Dee. I don't know why she's trying to bridge that to help him with West Side Music Group. That's an issue. I guess we could maybe hit on that, but I'm gonna start off with all that being said, because it was a lot I missed. I just wanted to highlight some of those things that's been crazy. Share any of those things that I didn't review that you just want to talk about, but we can mention those in the comments. So, but we're gonna get into this storyline with Amber tells Wayne what she misses about him in front of everybody. She invited her to a game night. I don't know why Amber chose to go to this game night. I don't see anything good coming out of going to this. I was wondering when she said it if Wayne was going to show up, and certainly he has. And every time he shows up, he seems to not have Tamara with him, which is another issue, because you see what's going on with Lauren. Lauren is trying to get Wayne. Put in the comments if you think that's going to be successful. And do you think that something is going to spark between Wayne and Amber again? Let's get in here, fam.
So you ain't gonna tell Shayla to bring me nothing, though?
All right, Amber.
It's your turn.
Okay.
I'm still here hungry. See, Tamara should have been over here to make sure I got some food. Tamara and Honey Pie.
All right, hold on. What does the card say?
Why is she not here?
No, we good.
Because she got better stuff to do. What's your card,
To
man?
be with her man at a game night?
I think you know what? I think
she's secure.
somebody else can
That's
go.
right.
Actually.
See,
That's the problem.
Honey Pie secure.
Got some strawberries for you.
No, I'm good. I got
no
my
food for
wife.
Wayne but some strawberries.
What's your card, man? Who card? What's up?
No, y'all was deep in the conversation.
Man, read your card, man. Play the game. I'm already.
Come on, Amber.
This girl ain't got no chairs on both sides of the counter. I'm trying to stand up. I'm about to take my ACL over here, man. And the sink too small. It's just small. The ceiling's low.
The house that Iman bought me? You talking down?
Come on.
Show me your
You
ACL.
see this house versus yours? I'm just saying.
yeah.
Wow, man.
My bad, bro.
So the card.
What's the card?
You ain't gonna read it.
All right. Okay.
They need to stop bringing Lauren around.
What's something you miss about your last ex? Oh.
Wayne like, uh-oh.
Just go ahead and say
Oh,
it.
what you missed? What song you missed?
Just be honest.
Oh, we gotta be honest. It's the honest game,
Even
right?
though your ex is
Just
right
be honest. Hey,
here.
Mom, come back here.
Look at Lauren.
Hey,
She ain't know that.
you gotta be honest.
Uh-oh.
Everybody knows.
Hey,
Lauren
you
ain't
gotta
know
be
that.
honest. It's the honest game. So you've been talking all that junk all night or whatever. Y'all playing the game, answer the questions. So what do you miss?
Can I say what I don't miss?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta say both then. What you don't miss?
I don't miss his pettiness.
Why you did that? I ain't gonna hurry up. But Anthony might hear you.
Oh, see, that's what I was talking about.
Nah, no, for real. What you miss? How about this? You tell me, you be honest on the card, I'm gonna be honest. We're both gonna speak from the heart.
That's not what the
Cause it's the game, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I ain't talking. You got other problems. Relax.
Like what?
Cool.
What happened about the card?
I want
We ain't gonna go there.
Well, what happened to
Say
the
it.
card though?
What you want?
You see, Iman, and he injected into that conversation real quick to take Wayne off that subject because he know what Wayne meant when he said that to Shayla. You got enough problems. If you notice, these hints have been coming out of Wayne's mouth periodically, at least twice a week. He shooting jabs because he's been at Shayla's house pretty often lately. He's shooting little jabs, at Shayla, like almost like warnings. What's about to happen? Lately, we've been seeing warnings thrown at Shayla in some way, shape, or form, like the relationship with her getting closer to Iman not leaving, little comments, Delicia, just that whole thing, Lauren always being around. Now we see the conversation with the mom and relationship to Iman not being good for Shayla's life. Amber conversation with keeping God first and holding on to him. And that's how she was able to forgive her. And Wayne with these little shots. These are things of warning. And almost like profiting of Shayla's demise.
What to say?
I don't-
You've been talking about my house all
I don't
night.
want to say
No, hold
that.
on. Let's get back
The
to this.
the
part.
pepperonis will be in the air.
We got
But
to
what
play
you
a game.
come on, you gotta answer the
I
card,
miss
right?
his brown eyes
That's it.
and how they used to look at me and how they would make me feel special. Like I was the only one, even though we all know that wasn't true. Really?
Oh,
True.
Shayla, trust me, I'm in the mode right now.
Me too. I'm
I
always
will
in
run
that
the
mode.
truck through here right now.
Okay, let's see it.
I miss how he defends me and how funny he was.
Mm.
And I just miss our connection because it was truly special. It was true. It was special.
That was
One day. Yeah. It was just.
I'm
I thought it was your turn.
gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. I'll be
Not
right
you
back.
left me.
No, I'm coming right back. No, for real. I really had to use the bathroom. I'm gonna tell you. Hold up.
And stop looking at me.
Wow.
Interesting. I don't know, Wayne, this may be the start of something. Talk about Anthony and Shayla. Will they ever cross the line again? Many of us said, yeah. Especially once the news comes out about Iman. I think Anthony is really going to be there as a support. Remember, he had nothing but good things to say about Shayla. Especially when he was talking to Ben, taking up for her. Many of us have kind of went past Wayne and Amber ever crossing the line again, especially after her marriage. Many of us said, oh, what had happened before with her and Wayne, before they got married. Let me tell you something. Oh, a smack to our face that would shut us up if she jumped into something with Wayne during her marriage now. Will she do it because she finds out about something between Shayla and Anthony again after she done forgave her and forgave them both and finds out something happened with them crossing the line, then she runs back to Wayne, or will something happen before she gets back with Wayne? But before anything with Shayla, I'm saying, and Anthony, who knows if any of that will happen. But it's funny how there was a conversation between her and Danielle when Wayne came to the grand reopening. Danielle brought up her feelings for Wayne. No, that's long gone. She tossed it to the side, and now look at this encounter. How much the things that she said about Wayne, I never heard her say about Anthony. The things that she said about Wayne is things that she never felt for Anthony. These are things Anthony has not expressed to her. The next video is Wayne telling Amber what he missed about her. I'm ready to hear about that. This is very interesting, these turn of events, in light of his relationship with Honey Pot. Remember when he had the music company and had that guy? I hate we lost that whole storyline. The music was real good from that guy. His name was Anthony, and Amber was managing him. That storyline fell through as well as Shayla's clientele. So I guess that wasn't going to work. That storyline fell through. Wayne dismissed that after he fired Shayla and Amber. But he made that song that the guy sung about Amber. How if he knew she would get her heart broken and treated the way she was with Anthony, let's be real, he would have never let her go. We know Wayne has had many relationships throughout these skits with many people, from Ro to Sarah to what's the other sister name, Erica. What's her name? You know, the other girl that he went in business with. She had something going on. Oh my God, her name escapes me. I know somebody put in a comment the other girl name. She had an accent. I forgot her name. Oh my God. And Amber, I think Amber was his number one out of all those relationships before Honey Pot came along. I think Wayne may have felt that was the one that got away. I think I think he will always love Amber, and I think Amber will always love him. How far will that go? Again, I don't know in this storyline, but we know Wayne and Amber was a big thing. It was a big relationship in Wayne's world in Skitlanta. Way back from those of us, I've been with Wayne in these skits from day one when he first started them. So I know the whole history with them. And yeah, I won't be surprised if something was to happen in the future between them. Would I be disappointed while she's married? Yes. I don't want her to be like Anthony. She made that mistake and got past it. I don't want her to see it while she's married. Go back into that. If Anthony messed up, I don't want that to be something he throws up in her face. But is it becoming a little messy right now? Yeah, it's a lot going on. Why they having all of this transpire at one time? Wayne and Dee working together, the whole Honey Pot situation, Lauren messy self wanting Wayne, Amber now expressing feelings of what she missed about him, Shayla and Delicia Iman. It's a whole lot of messy stuff in this circle. It's a whole lot of stuff in this circle that's looking a little messy is the best word I could put for it. What is gonna happen? What do y'all think is going on with this storyline? What are they trying to bring out? The big chunk of this is the Shayla storyline. With Iman and Delicia. Now with Angelina warning her. The friendship recouping between her and Amber. Wayne is back in here full throttle. I don't know how much is gonna happen before he goes back on the road. But this is getting really, really interesting. Put in the comments what you think about the dynamic of this in this party and how you feel about Amber sometimes she acts like a bird brain. Sometimes I'm sorry, Amber, love you, but the decisions you make and how you move sometimes is crazy. I don't think she should have never went to this game night. Why? Why do you feel you need Shayla's friendship again? You forgave her, move on. Y'all don't need to be how y'all was. You never will be how y'all was. Don't go back there. But there's a reason why they bring in Amber this deep back into Shayla's life again. Very interesting. So we shall continue on this a little later. Until next time, stay authentically you, live the life you deserve. Again, thank you for your beautiful condolences and love you all. Be safe out there.